Okay, well, so the timer went off and I was on the internet and Robert was lying down. I was like, oh, it can go another minute. And it did get a little dark, but I did glaze it with apple jelly, and it's if you can, it's a little dark on the bottom. But I think, you know, people are drinking, so they'll eat it up anyway. It's still good, but I would prefer it to be a little less done. And yeah, I should have followed my instincts and taken it out right at 45 minutes, but I didn't. So live and learn. I've done the same thing when I make an apple cake called Helene Apple Cake, and it's a recipe that Dory Greenspan, the very famous baker, got. It's on Epicurious and many other websites. I make that apple cake all the time, and it's really good, but don't let it cook too long, because, you know, and I do, she doesn't add cinnamon or anything like that, but I do. And I did put a bunch of sugar in with this and honey, so it could have contributed to the caramelization. But you know what? People will eat it. It's got the sweet stuff with it. The crust is a little dark, and you know, when you're baking and cooking, you make mistakes, and then you live and learn. Next time I'll take it out at 40 minutes or check it at 40 minutes, or when the beeper goes off, I'll do it. I knew it would be done by 45, not an hour, and so that's my bad, but it looks pretty good. It's still gonna taste good. So what I'm doing right now, I'm whipping up some plain whipping cream to go as a topping on the tart with ganache, and the ganache came out really well, so I didn't make a mistake there. And but I need to stabilize it. So I looked it up on the internet, and I have this bucket of unflavored gelatin. Obviously that's not vegetarian. I get it in bulk at the Amish store in Unity, Maine. If you're in Maine, you can go out there and get a bucket of this for $6, but it lasts forever, and it's way cheaper than buying Knox, although I still have the Knox packets. And I might put some, because it's this gentleman's birthday, I might put some sprinkles on top. And then I'm gonna I've got some powdered sugar in here, about a half cup, and I've got some vanilla, and I use vanilla from Penzeys Spices. Where did I put it? I just had it. Anyway, I go on Penzeys website, Penzeys, no apostrophe, and I order spices from them because, you know, I like to be frugal, but I'm not when it comes to spices and things like olive oil and balsamic vinegar and that sort of thing, because I can always use a protein like the chicken legs, but you really want high quality spices. You don't want them to sit too long. So what I'm going to do is take this and fold it in to this cream, and then I've got some gelatin, just a tiny bit, because the ratio is probably 1 teaspoon of gelatin bloomed in water to 1 cup of whipping cream. And I don't have a cup here. I had maybe like not even a half a cup, but it's enough to go on top of this tart that I'm making. And so I bloomed it, and then I nuked it for like 10 seconds, maybe a little bit more. It's still liquid. Well, actually it's not. Oh crap. Okay, it's a little gelatin. So what I'm going to do is stir that into here, whip it up. Then I'm going to mix in the powdered sugar and vanilla, which is at the bottom of this. I'll stir it together first maybe. And I'll use that as a topping. And I'm probably not even going to pipe it, because my sister used to work at a bakery, at Baskin Robbins, and she made cakes, and she's really talented. She can make all kinds of stuff. She can make stuffed animals, she can make any kind of clothing. She's a great sewer. She can make quilts. And I'm more of like a free-for-all person. She's a very detailed person, and she's really excellent at whatever she does. And she knows how to pipe flowers and et cetera, et cetera. And I have a piping bag, but I'd probably make a mess of it right now. So what I'm going to do is just do this and spread it on top and throw in some cut fresh local strawberries, and I'll bounce a little powdered sugar on top with a sieve or something. But I'm just not right now. I'm not a detailed sort of decorative baker. I'm more like, this is the food, it tastes good, eat it sort of baker. I'm not a fancy baker, but it still will taste good. The ganache is really good. I let Robert lick the spatula, and he said it was excellent. So he's the best judge of chocolate, by the way, because he's a chocoholic. I can't keep it in the house. I have to hide it. I hid the bar of chocolate that went with this tart. Oh, I didn't show you the tart. Wait. Hold on a second. See? Let's bring it to the light. See? Look at that. It came out really well. I'm not going to touch it, but it's glossy. And I whipped it with a whisk because I did not want to take the chance of being grainy. So I'm letting it cool in the fridge right now while I do the whipped cream topping. Because the gentleman, fortunately, I guess, took some friends out on his boat, so I have time to let this stuff cool before we go down. So it's cooling. Here's my yogurt. I should probably eat some yogurt once in a while, something healthy. Anyway, so I'm going to mix this all together, and then if it looks pretty, I'll take a really short video of the finished thing. But basically, I'm almost done. I'm like, oh, I'm so thrilled, because I've been doing this stuff for a while. It always takes longer than I think, but that's alright, because Robert had to take a nap, and this guy went to take his friends on the boat, and there's still people down there, and I'll go down at the end of the night and say, here, look, I brought you some chocolate. Hope that he'll like it. Alright, well, take care. Bye for now.